Hi everyone. I can't see any comments at the moment. One's just come through. Hi Leslie. Hi Brenda. Thank you for joining me tonight. It's quite late now. Not sure what the time is, but I know it's hi Joe. Hi Elaine. Hope you're all doing okay. I tried to do a live today. I was in London. And I tried to do a live, and for quite a few hours, every time I was putting Facebook on, nothing was showing up, pages weren't showing up. And then at some point, after a few hours, hi Carol, I don't know if they've stopped the comments. After a few hours, I managed to get Facebook on and then tried to do a live, and then after a few seconds, it got cut off. So I've done a few videos from today, but they're on my phone. I'll have to upload them if I can another time. Hi, Lorraine. Now, we went to London today. We go to London often. We don't always do lives. We just go out there and speak to people. And sometimes you're better off not doing lives and not letting people know where you are so they can come and try and close you down. But today we went to London because some of you will remember Brian the Lion. Oh, thank you, Elaine. Some of you will remember Brian the Lion. Now, Brian the Lion was banned from Whitehall and Parliament for 5 years. Well, his ban finished this week. So we decided, because his ban had finished, that we would go into London, take a load and load of leaflets with us, plus the boys' banner, and it's so big you just can't miss it. So we've gone into London, and there were so many people in London today. It was a really good day to go, actually. And we really did the boys proud today. Now, all the leaflets that we took with us today, they all went. Every leaflet just was taken by people, and we didn't, we never just hand out the leaflets randomly. People were asking us for the leaflets when they saw the banner of the boys, saying that the Met Police covered up their murders in January of 2018, and that's a fact. Many people, 5 hours this went on for, where we was continually asked by people. So many people come up to us. So many people were visibly upset. We saw some old faces today, which was really nice, and many new faces in London today. One woman herself came up and she started crying. And she said she felt bad. She was aware of the story. Hi, Kath. Thank you very much. She was aware of the story and she started crying and said she felt really bad because she hadn't done anything about the story. And that really upset her. And I want to say to that lady, hi Vicky, I want to say to that lady that if you do get to watch this, don't feel bad and feel that any of this is your fault because you haven't done something. Today, just by being visibly upset, showed how much you cared about the story. And also, this isn't your fault. This is down to the police and every institution that is not listening to my voice, that is not looking at the evidence that we have. As you know, for over 6.5 years now, the challenges I have faced in trying to get, hi Tori, my voice out in the justice system. Most of you know who watch my story and do, there may be people watching this now that probably haven't got a clue what I'm talking about because they don't know the story, and that's fair enough. But the challenges I have faced without any concrete advancement in this justice system. And people shouldn't have to go through this type of thing. We shouldn't have to fight. Our previous generations fought to create a safe environment for their descendants. But the reality today doesn't reflect that. The attack on my son and George and Harry don't reflect that and emphasise the safe environment that our children and our loved ones face. And sadly, I only know that too well. Hi, Agnes. Hi, Sin. You know, for over a year, I walked the streets, as many as you know, as a yellow vest with many other men and women, very brave men and women who wholeheartedly came out, hi, Jean, you know, every Saturday in London to fight against all injustices and to tell people what was going on. And many of these people that came out and walked as a yellow vest, they hadn't faced an injustice, but they knew the injustice was wrong. And they still came out, and they knew, as I've said before a long time ago, that any of those, including myself, could be attacked at any time by the TSG, which is the Tactical Support Group of the Met Police. We knew we could be attacked, but we'd still come out to tell people what is going on. Hi, Sharon. My courage was no greater than those other men and women's courage that came out and would walk beside me. One of my dear loyal friends not long ago wrote a comment on my YouTube, and I would like to read to you, it's just a small amount of words, what he wrote. And he wrote, liars and traitors abound. Love unconquerable though, like truth rings through the halls of evil that would silence any sound of justice. Now that little quote that he wrote says so much. And as I said a little while ago, none of us families, not any of you, should ever have to fight. No one should have to do what I do and what other families do that are fighting injustice. You know, growing up, they should be teaching people the beauty and the art of peace, not the glory of war. Because what do they do for the glory of war? What does it do? It only sacrifices honourable men and women. And for what? To empower the corrupt who don't have our best interests or common well-being at heart. That's a fact. You know, we've entered a time where evil people no longer lurk in the shadows. They're there right in front of your face, all across social media, distracting you, dividing you, and stopping everyone coming together as one, being in unison. You know, a bit like when Torville and Dean danced the Bolero. I'm sure many of you would have known that, and they changed ice skating, you know, a revolutionary change. You know, they were so in sync with each other. You know, they was one. And you can't beat that. And that's what we need to do. Come together, support each other. And that's any injustice. I have so many people that I come across that are facing an injustice, and they say to me, Tracy, but our injustice isn't as bad as your injustice. And I say to them, it's still an injustice that affects you and shouldn't happen, and it affects your life. So they may be different stories, but for you it's just as important. Anyway, I wanted to quickly come on, speak to you all, because I did try today to do this live. And I would love to have shown you the amount of people that come up and spoke to us today about the boys and who were visibly upset. You know, and the nice thing about today, if you can call it nice, is not one of them men or women said to us, but why would they cover it up? It's like everyone that came in those five hours, and I couldn't tell you how many people came to us because it was that many. It's like they knew. They knew what was going on in the country and they could see it. So thank you if there's any new subscribers, anyone new watching this, and all you supporters that have always stood by me, always stood by those boys. Thank you very much. And I will see you all again soon.